Nah, so like you just talking about like Midnight Cowboy. So Mike, I'm not gonna insult your film knowledge, but you know the scene when they're crossing the street and then the cab stops, pound, Dustin Hoffman pounds the top of the, like, smacks the top, the hood. He's like, I'm walking here.
Mm,
And that was like improvised. Like, it wasn't part of the script. Like, because they kept on crossing it, they had to do
yeah.
several takes. And it was just them walking and like talking while they were crossing the street. And every time I see that, like, yeah, like it wasn't scripted. It was like him actually smacking that cab driver's hood, and I was just like, I'm walking here, like,
Yeah.
stop. And I'm just like, I watched it and I was like, yo, like, New York cab drivers, especially in Manhattan, have, like, it looks like they always been shitty. And it's
Even back
funny.
when there was horses too. I was pointing at, and that became, it's improvised. It's a real life
Mhm.
moment, and now it became iconic. Sure, I didn't realize you couldn't see it off camera, but I had the Back to the Future poster right here. Remember, I'm walking here, I'm walking here in the 2015.
Yeah,
A good reference to that.
and then it's funny, to me, like I said, it seems like cab drivers always been some assholes when they, to pedestrians in
Yeah,
Manhattan, and even drivers when you're driving, they don't know how to fucking drive. Um, but it's an evergreen thing here in the city, because I remember, like, a couple years ago, me and my friend, we were walking on 51st Street. I can't remember where exactly. It's 51st Street, where the train station is. So we're walking, and I'm about to cross, and this cab is turning, and, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, we was walking from a bar, so I was like drunk. So he turns and, like, almost like hits me to, like, stop and pick up this guy. So as he turns, like, my drunk ass, like, it was like a cab, like a yellow cab, but it was like a Ford Escape. So I kick, like, the bumper, right? And then the guy comes out, it's like a Asian dude. He's like, you kicked my bumper, you hit my bumper, and I was like, nah. He's like, you hit
wow.
my bumper, and I was like, no, I didn't. He was like, you sure you didn't? I was like, and I didn't say nothing. And then, like, he drove off, and then, like, we kept walking, and my friend was like, yo, like, that dude, like, what was his problem? Like, why did he come out of the car? Blah 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 blah. Like, like, telling, like, yelling at you that you hit it, you kicked his bumper. I was like, yeah. It was like, and I was like, he was like, you didn't hit it, you didn't kick it, did you? And I was like, yeah, I did. He was like, oh shit, like, he was like, you really had me convinced you didn't kick his bumper. I was like, yeah, you almost fucking ran me over. But
That same thing happened to me,
hmm
but it was like noon during lunch, and I had pizza in my hand. I was not drunk, or I wasn't anything. I was just being a moment where I did the same thing where I, like, the guy got out of the car, and I was like, oh, who knows? That's why, people, you're coming to New York City, you gotta understand that you don't know where people are coming from during the day. It's a 24-hour city, or what, it was. Uh,
city
you
never
don't
sleeps.
you don't know where they're coming from, what just happened to them like a second ago. So that's my fear too, like getting, like, beat down, like, then I'll be on the cover of the Post. That'd
Yeah.
be my fear come true. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh well, let's end with this. We talked about a while ago about our drunken stories,
Yeah.
and here I'll put the link in the video when we finally goes on YouTube. I told a story about when I was in Montreal, and where they lost, my friends lost me, and this is like pre, like, smartphones, which was like they had, like, flip phones still, and they lost me, and then, like, they go, all right, Michael find his way home. He's done it before, and a cab, like, screeches, and I do, when you put your hands on the hood,
Yeah.
and my friends are like, oh, that's my friend, and I just instantly went into the car and sat down. I was like, all right, let's get out of here, like that, like it was planned. And the guy was like, oh, whatever, and the guy was speaking French too. Montreal, they go,
Yeah.
oh, but
The
chocolate
Cabo
blanc.
Quebecois.
Yeah. Let's rock and roll.
Right.